YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy SalvationsElite, and we are back with another video. And guys, today we want to talk about your class setups in Call of Duty MWR. I probably should have made this video earlier in the year for the game, but I thought we may as well do it now. And after the last few updates, I think there's a few things that have changed a little bit that might make you choose one gun or another or something like that. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys once again that the giveaway is going on, and these videos are entries into the giveaway. So if you comment down below, that'll count as an entry into the giveaway if I heart it. I also want to potentially do a Q&A, so drop your questions down in the comments down below or tweet them with the hashtag #AskSleep, and that will be questions that I answer for the Q&A. So drop those down below or tweet at me. But let's get started with these class setups. Obviously, it depends what type of player you are and what roles you play for your team. If you're playing fours, you know, you'll probably have 1 or 2 ARs, 1 or 2 subs, and then a sniper. 40% of the time or so, I'm running an AR, and then 10% of the time, I'm running a sniper. So here is my first setup for the ARs. What we do is I always run M16. It's really the only viable assault rifle. All the other ones, if you look at them, you know, they don't really have much viability when it comes to competitive. So we'll start with the 4 perks that you use in GBs or competitive at all. You use Bandolier for perk 1, which every class has. Then you use stopping power, and if you're playing GBs, you can use Juggernaut if you want. But I would say stopping power is better almost all the time. Unless you are playing against some stellar snipers, then maybe you pop on Jug. So then Dead Silence, obviously for perk 3, is one of the 2 that you'd use. Either Dead Silence or Extreme Conditioning. Those would be the 2 that you would use, depending on how you want to rush or if you want to play it slow. And if you're good at crouching and, you know, that type of thing. If you have good awareness, you may not need Dead Silence. So that's kind of up to you, but those are the 2 that I use. I always have 1 Dead Silence class with the M16. And then I also have 1 Extreme Conditioning class. Then when it comes to tacticals, either you run basically a stun or a smoke. Regardless of which stun you use, though, I would recommend using a smoke on most of your classes, because I think smokes are extremely effective in letting you break spawn traps or like things like that. Like on strikes, smokes are so important. Overgrown smokes are important. So, I mean, it depends on how your team likes to play, but I would recommend smokes. So, it's really pretty straightforward with the AK class. The one thing that you actually need to know is that when you run an attachment on the AK, whether it's red dot, silencer, or ACOG, you actually lose range on your gun. Like when you have a red dot compared to having no red dot, if I have no attachment on my AK-74U, you have actually a 2-shot kill at a way longer range. So if you're wondering why you're getting gunned down with a third story on Crash when he has the 74U, that's why, because he probably has no attachment on it and he gets a 2-shot kill from there. I would say it's up to you. If you feel like you hit more shots at a long range with a red dot than you do without it, then I would say it's worth using the red dot. It's because at close range it won't matter. What I would say is that the AK is always going to be better than the P90 or an MP5. The MP5 has a little bit too much recoil at long range. The P90 has a way shorter 2-shot kill range than the AK-74. You're gonna melt kids way faster than the 74U at a lot of different ranges, and I just think it just feels so much better than the P90. I hope you guys enjoyed this really short video on class setups. They're extremely important. If you haven't already been using these guns or these perks or the smoke grenades, then I hope it helped you a lot. But if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Share it if you guys really enjoyed it. But as always, guys, I'm your boy SalvationsElite, and we'll see you next time. I'm out. I don't know. Personally, I'd actually be a big fan of an alternate history game. I know since they said they want to bring it back to their roots, I'm not necessarily sure if they'll do that. But it's definitely something I would look forward to, because it also gives them some flexibility on what type of guns they could use. In an alternate history, you could maybe use guns from different eras or make up your own guns, which could be a little bit more interesting.